What up, guys? Thank you for checking in with me this week. I am just under 4 weeks out from the competition. I cannot believe it's this close. It feels like forever away, but also so close, so it's really weird to kind of describe that feeling. My coach is telling me, and some friends of mine who have competed before are telling me that 4 weeks is a lifetime for a bodybuilder, and you have no idea what the body will do in a month. And I'm sitting here thinking I can't envision it. I've never been through it. I'm so nervous that I won't be ready. So it's just hard, to kind of see that, but I got to trust the process. So less than 4 weeks out. Today's Monday, October the 8th. Had a refeed day on Saturday as we were driving back from Disney. So I was in the car for 14 hours, did not go to the gym or get any cardio in, and I fed myself lots of carbs throughout the day. So yesterday I felt amazing because I had come home and had a really solid night's sleep. Went to the gym. I felt a little puffed out or swollen a little bit because probably of just sitting in the car for that long and the water retention and then overloading with carbs. But I killed my workout. It was the strongest arm and shoulder workout that I've had in probably 3 weeks. So that was really awesome and felt great. And I did all of my cardio, 90 minutes plus my HIIT routine. So that was great. So diet changes for this week is actually the biggest change that's happened probably this whole prep. But I still have to lean out like crazy over the next 3 weeks. I've got to really be lean in 3 weeks. My body's gonna go nuts. So we are moving to a modified keto diet, which I'm so used to keto. I did it for 8 months, had huge success with it, so I'm not worried about it. It's just a different change. So every single meal, 5 times a day, I'm going to be eating green beans. I'm keeping it green beans because that's the only green vegetable that doesn't affect my stomach so badly. It doesn't give me gas or doesn't make me feel bloated or anything like that. Plus, I want to keep things the same so that my digestion is very much the same as well. So I'm going to be doing green beans 5 times a day. At the end of the week, I might hate life and not be into green beans ever again, but I'm doing it that way. So the keto option of it being modified is basically just taking out all sources of carbs. So no oatmeal, no power cakes, no Ezekiel bread, nothing like that. So I'm going to be having a cup of egg whites in the morning and at night, meal number 1 and number 5. And then I'm adding in the morning 2 whole eggs to that. So I'll have the fat from the egg yolks. And then at night, my last meal before I go to bed will be 1 whole egg added to the cup of egg whites, which will give me the fat from that. And the only source of carbohydrates that I'll have all week is coming from green beans. So there's absolutely no starchy carbohydrates or anything like that. Nothing complex. So John said it's going to suck, you're going to hate it, but it's got to be done. I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, I'm used to the keto. I'm used to no carbs. And 4 weeks out, you guys, is this is crunch time. This is pedal to the metal, grind as hard as I possibly can at this point. So I don't even care. Bring it on. Whatever I've got to do, I've got to do. Workout plan, that's a little bit the same. My cardio is completely maxed out, so now I know that that's not going to change at all. So for my working out, with the cardio is at 90 minutes a day. if you can just fathom that for just a second on its own, 90 minutes a day is cardio. And those 90 minutes is on the Stairmaster. So, yeah. And they go in like 30-minute cycles. So I got to do that 3 rounds. 5 days a week, I've still got my 15-minute HIIT routine on the spin bike. I'm supposed to be doing, or what's recommended that I do, is 60 minutes of Stairmaster cardio in the morning, like in the AM. And then like do the 30 minutes and the HIIT routine after my lifting workout in the evening. So a 2-a-day gym type of a thing. And I think it's probably just to break it up a little bit so it's not all at the same time and I've got, sustainable energy. However, we're back at home. We're back at life. Wes is back to 12-hour shifts and he's leaving our house at 5:30 in the morning. So I have to set my alarm for 4 a.m. to get up in the morning and do 60 minutes of cardio. And I set my alarm for this morning, but man, I slept right through it. So I don't really know if that's going to be something that I do or try to push myself to do or what. But since this is the last week of my fall break and I don't really have to get up, and go to work in the morning like super early, I think I'm just going to ride it out. And, when he gets home and has an hour with us and does dinner and all that kind of stuff, I will just go back out and be at the gym until bedtime, which I think will be okay because I'll not be working all week, so I'll have a lot of energy, and I don't think I'll be dying. So we'll just see how that goes. So the plan for lifting, it needs to be a little bit focused on like strength at this point and just really focusing on the pump, squeezing the muscle, so that I ensure like lots of burning of fat, and also, just keeping the blood pumped like up in the muscle or whatever at this point so that they really will showcase at stage. Putting up a video also of some of the things that I've been getting to kind of start the beautification process. I, of course, have like the sugar scrub to like go over all my body a couple times a week so that getting ready for my tan. Got some Crest whitening strips for my teeth so that I have some like white teeth up on stage because the lights are crazy. I don't want them to look, yellowish or whatever. Got a bunch of makeup. I'm going to be doing my own makeup. So getting some of that taken care of. I also, at this point, have just a couple weeks to actually pay for all the things that I have to pay for the show, which really sucks after coming back from a week of Disney because we're like depleted. But I've got to get my NPC card so that I can actually compete in an NPC show, which is $125. My tan is $120, and then the show itself to get up on stage and do my different classes is $300. So that's a little over $500 right there. So we're going to be having to break those costs up and do all that. Scale-wise right now, I'm kind of hovering around the 156 mark. I hope that will drastically go down this Friday, but it's also going to be my time of the month this weekend. So I can also see that number not changing at all. But that being said, you also want to look at measurements because sometimes the scale isn't always accurate with all the hormones and things that are going on in your body. So from the last time that I measured, I'm actually down about 3% body fat, which is freaking awesome. I've lost an inch in my waist. I've lost an inch in my arms, a whole inch in my legs, and an inch and a half in my hips and butt area, thighs, or hips and butt area. So I am burning fat. And I am getting a little bit smaller, which is great. So I will take that over a lying scale any day, because measurements don't lie. The scale lies, measurements don't lie. So I'm going to go with that. So like I said, less than 4 weeks out. I have today all the way till Friday before I check in again with Coach, and then it'll be 3 weeks out, and who knows what will happen next week. But I'm just going to focus on every single day, pedal to the metal, grinding it out as hard as I possibly can, leaving nothing at the gym that I could have done better. The diet, eating every single day, I've got that down. I'm not worried about it. But all of that being said, let's kick it into high gear. Here comes 4 weeks out week. I will check in a couple days.
So right
and
here,
let you know
we've
how
got
it's going.
breakfast.
Let's do
got my
it.
coffee ready to go. I'm gonna pound down 24 ounces of water with this meal. Got my vitamins and supplements. I take 2 of these multivitamins every single day. And also take one of these hair, skin, and nails gummies every day. It has collagen, just to kind of protect my hair and skin and nails. I also am trying to get ahead of the sick game and make sure that I don't get sick. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to be putting in a package of this emergency into my gallon of water, and then I can just drink it in my bottle throughout the day. The 2 supplements I'm taking right now, this is by Core Nutritionals, called Hard. It is a estrogen reducer and like a muscle hardening agent that's going to kind of help me tighten up before the show. And then this one is Thyro XL by Muscle Force. It's a non-stimulant thyroid booster. So it's just an extra little fat burner, but it's without the stimulants in that. And then meal number 1, breakfast, is a cup of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and 6 ounces of vegetables.
So the beautification process has kind of begun. I've been doing some shopping, and I wanted to show you guys a couple things that I got. Never too early to get those pearly whites for the stage, so I bought a box of these. It's not Crest White Strips brand, but it was about $15 cheaper to get the off-brand box. So I'm going to do this for 10 days and see how it goes, and then maybe another box for another 10 days. I also got my eyelashes for stage. So I'm going to try these on when I do a test run of my makeup. Make sure that they don't look too, fake and crazy. I have got some makeup for show day because I'm doing my own makeup, not paying $130 for someone else to do it. So I got some of this airbrush foundation stuff. Actually, these 2 bottles were given to me by my posing coach that she used in her show. So we'll see if we need to use that or not. Also have MAC makeup. I've got several of these. It's just so dark. Look how dark that is. It's so dark. I mean, even next to my skin, but my tan's going to be so crazy dark. So I have those in a couple different shades. Picked up a couple of just little packages of brushes, like just for when I do my makeup for stage, so that they're all clean and nice. I also got a thing of wet ones. After I get my tan, I'm not able to wash my hands anymore, so I'm going to have these around to wipe my hands off for like everything. Got a bottle of hairspray, just a little trial size of that, because I want to be able to spray my hair down and stuff on show day and have that backstage. Also went shopping at Sephora and got a really good brow brush to kind of help comb out my brows, and then a really good angle brush here to put on my actual eyebrow makeup. I also have this MAC Studio Fix finish that I will be using with all of my other colors, and a lot of contouring and stuff is going to be happening with that. So I've got foundations and darker and lighter colors, and I have concealers and all that kind of stuff. So I will do a trial run of that makeup pretty soon. At Sephora, I also picked up this brush kit. It was only like $25. There's so many kits to get. Went for the cheaper one, but it's got a good powder brush in here, a foundation brush, and some eyeshadow. Goodness, if I can open this up here. Some eyeshadow brushes, and then this one is like an angle brush for the crease and stuff in my eye, or in my eyes, and this is a concealer. So I'll have to clean this one off. The rest of them I haven't used yet, so that will be good to have for makeup sessions. So just little by little getting a few things that I need for my comp bag and for show day and makeup and all of that stuff. So in a couple, maybe this week actually, since this is my last week of fall break, I might do a trial run of my stage makeup, and if I do that, I will post that as a separate vlog video just to kind of show that. But yeah, so far so good. Yay! Well, I am getting ready to soak in an Epsom salt bath for a little self-care time. And I wanted to show a couple things I'm going to start doing at this 4-week out mark. I've got some sugar scrub, like exfoliating scrub that I'm going to start using. And I picked up these just a couple dollars exfoliating gloves that I'll start rubbing that on about 3 times a week to help my skin get ready for my tan. Going to do a shave, get my face washed, get some soap going, and soak in my Epsom salts, which I am so excited about. Need a little relaxation while my candle is burning, which it smells so freaking good. Caramel bread pudding. I could actually eat it. But I'm gonna eat my dinner that I made. This is meal number 4, which is 4 ounces of lean beef with some taco seasoning on it and about 8 ounces of green beans under that. This is my last 20 ounces of water for the day, and that will be all. So I'm gonna jump in here and relax for about 20 minutes. Okay, you guys, so when we were at Disney, the boys got to go to Mickey's Halloween party and trick or treat like crazy, and I grabbed a couple of my favorite looking items out of their bag, and I'm gonna save these for my competition day and for that night after the night show. So got these caramel M&Ms. I have been watching these selling off the shelf for like 5 or 6 months now, and so they got a couple of those in their bags, so I grabbed those. Also, Snickers is my all-time favorite candy bar, with Reese's coming in at a close second. But the Snickers peanut butter I've not tried before, but if it's the best of both worlds, then I'm like done for. So I grabbed, these are just like the fun size, but I'm gonna have one of these after the morning show to help get a quick pump with sugar right before I go out later. And then Twix dark chocolate, I grabbed a few of those. So I'm going to save these for show day and for after. It's going to be an amazing reward to just like eat up all of this candy junk right after cut and just reward myself for everything. So Oh, why do I do this to myself? I am so freaking excited to eat all of this candy.
What up, guys? I'm checking in midweek. It is Wednesday, October 10th, and I am actually heading to the gym for super long cardio session like every single day, and also back day. Back day is like my favorite. Love all the exercises that I do. So I'm going to do my best to video myself during my back exercises this evening and just kind of throw up some video of what I'm doing. It's kind of hard to get footage like when I'm by myself. I don't always have the best angle, or there's like tons of people around and I just kind of feel awkward videoing myself. But I'm going to try. So weighing in this morning around 155. So scale's kind of fluctuating a little bit. Like I said before, it lies. But I'm still feeling pretty lean, despite having some like hormonal swings and stuff like that because of the upcoming period. Overall, I feel great, have a ton of energy, but I'm still on fall break from school and I'm sleeping in like a mother. So, that's why I'm coming out at night and, you know, having like a ton of energy for all of my working out and all of my cardio. So sleep has been bae. And yeah, so all of that being said, everything's good. I practiced some posing this morning in my halfway bedazzled suit. Still working on bedazzling my suit, but it's starting to look really good. So I'm going to throw up that video of just my practice. I'm going to send that to my posing coach and kind of see what she thinks, how I'm doing. And I really just did my quarter turns. I still need to work on my actual like presentation, where I do that on my own. So I will see. Also, every time before I go work out and do cardio and do my lifting, I make a little bit of a potion here. I try to put it in like the least amount of water. It's really, really potent, and I just kind of like chug it back as quick as possible. But it's about half a scoop of pre-workout, 7 to 10 grams of BCAAs, and a gram of L-carnitine, that just really helps my muscles to like super hydrate and all the water go to my muscles, so that when I'm lifting and I'm squeezing and focusing on specific muscle groups, that all of that blood just pumps to that muscle, which really helps in growth. And then, you know, the pump is like the most important part. And that way I'm not just going in there doing like a few sets of a few reps or whatever, but I'm really, really focusing on like building that muscle and like making sure it's like really pumping up. And that way, especially right here before the show in just a couple, 3 weeks still, it'll really help, you know, keep that big. Also, I realized that today is my 24-day mark away from the show. So yes, I'm like less than 3 weeks out, and I've been doing all of my vlogs like week by week, but 24 is like my favorite number. It was my basketball number. Just love the number 24. Always have my whole life. And so today I was just counting, and it happened to be today's 24 days away from today, I'll be on stage. And so that's just, it's just freaking me out a little bit.
I'm starting to get some nerves, and I'm not having like panic attacks or like any kind of horrible bad anxiety. It's just I'm not nervous as in like I'm scared. I'm nervous, excited. I'm starting to feel that like excitement nerves, you know? But at the same time, the nerves are like, I'm just kind of doubtful. I'm not doubting my commitment. I'm not doubting my dedication. I'm not doubting my ability to come to the gym every flippin' day for 2+ hours doing all the work that I'm doing. That's not the part that I am not, you know, or that I'm nervous about. It's my nerves and the doubt that I have is more of, I just want to be comparable on stage. I want to get on stage. I don't have to be, I can be dead last. I don't care. But this prep has, you know, kicked my butt. And I've learned a lot about myself, and, you know, I'm pushing for this date, and there's probably going to be shows in the future, like in a year or so, that I might do that where I'm going to be a lot more competitive because my body will have a lot more time. I'm going on a year right now of training from 214 pounds, 34% body fat, down to where I'm at now. I'm sitting today at 155. I'm under 20% body fat now. So, you know, a year of that is crazy, but I really could use another year to be like crazy and like nationally competitive and stuff. But this is my first show. It's smaller. It's a natural show. Everyone will be drug tested. So the type of competition in this sport, there's a lot of people who do drugs, you know, to get insane bodies and insane looks. And that's just something that I'm never going to be a part of. So at least, you know, I have a chance. I have a little bit of possibility to be comparable with the other girls, you know, on stage. But there might be girls standing next to me right down the stage in my class that have been competing for years. And this is, you know, their 10th show or their 4th show or 2nd show or whatever. And I'm going to be the newbie, you know. And I think it's just, there's just always been something about my life where every single thing that I've done or every new job or phase that I've gone through in life has always been where I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard. I have to work my way up. I have to prove myself worthy of a spot, whether it's in sports or a job or, you know, school, in the classroom. I always have to do something and work hard to get to where I want to go. And I don't think this is going to be any different. In fact, I know it's not any different. So I expect to be the least ready. I expect to be, you know, the most novice there, basically. And so with that perspective in mind, I'm hoping that my nerves will be a little bit more calm. My expectations won't be as dramatic and as high, so that, you know, when I get there and actually see stuff and compete, that I won't be so down on myself. Because if I set my expectations high and I expect all these things to happen and they don't happen, then I'm going to question myself the entire time and doubt myself even more. And I don't want to go through that. I don't think that that's fair for myself after all the hard work that I've done over this past year. So all of that being said, just kind of sharing my thoughts today. I'm going to go in and kill this back workout, and then I'm going to go home and eat protein and take a bath. Sounds good. So I will wrap up with you guys on Friday morning at check-in. Bye.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to wrap up my week. It is Friday night. I'm actually took a little road trip this afternoon with the boys up to Bloomington, my hometown where my parents live. I am still waiting to hear back from my coach on my check-in. So I was weighing in this morning at 154. I'm supposed to start my cycle tomorrow. So I'm banking on 2 or 3 pounds of water weight there. Retention, I can definitely kind of see it in my pictures as well from this week to last week. So it's kind of feels like a bummer because of all the hard work that I've done this week and the meals that I've eaten and been, just so strict on everything. To see some water retention in my pictures is kind of frustrating. However, I know what's going on in my body hormonally, so I just kind of have to accept that. So that being said, everything, has been good. It's just another week. So tomorrow starts 3 weeks out, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow to start a new vlog. Bye.